Have you thought about getting Octominer server cases to consolidate or doesn't bother you? Well, I'm not too sure about the Octominers now. They may have gotten better, but the problem with the Octominers is they use a lot of cheap parts. So it's better just to buy out the mining rig. And aren't they like really pricey? So I think if you just bought out normal parts, you'll actually save more money. But the biggest thing is they use really cheap parts, so it's not really worth it. So the good thing about the Octominer is it's more condensed, so you can save a little bit more space. But the problem is because it's so condensed, you need really powerful fans. And the biggest thing when it comes to GPU mining at home is the noise. So when you have an Octominer, those fans are like really loud. So Octominers aren't really good for home mining. They're more used if it's in like a server room, because then you don't really care about the noise and you're trying to save more space. But because you have to buy really powerful fans for Octominers, because the GPUs are so cramped, the fan noises are crazy loud. So it's not really useful if you're mining at home. And the other thing is, like I mentioned, cheap parts, expensive, and it's better if you just buy your own mining parts. Because they have gotten a lot better. You should check them out. They have 1-year warranty. I mean, let's check it out right now. If they don't list what items they use, they're using cheap parts. And I don't think they list what items they're using, because they don't want to tell you what they're using because it's super cheap. All right, the cheapest one is $6.99. Let's check it out. See, that's expensive. You can buy all of this for less than like $300 to $400. Oh, see, and they use a server power supply. So those are even worse because those are really loud. Okay, this is a really bad processor. Look how cheap they are. They use DDR3 RAM. You know how old this is? They use a 60 gig SSD. They can't even give you a 120 gigabyte SSD. Look how cheap these parts are. They don't even tell you what motherboard they use. You can just tell the motherboard is super cheap just because they use DDR3 RAM. It's not worth it. And they're charging you $6.99. Bro, I'll show you. If you go to Alibaba, you can find similar things like Octominers, and you can probably buy them for around like $300-400, and the parts may be a little bit better. So I'm saying Octominers are not worth it. See right here, this is probably better than an Octominer, and it's so much cheaper. Let's see what parts they use. I mean, they still use DDR3. Yeah, Octominers aren't worth it. Might as well just go to Alibaba, and look, minimum is 1-piece order, and you're gonna save what, $200, $300? Lol, you got me feeling bad about my purchase now. I mean, if it works, it works. I always state that it's always better just to buy the whole setup, because like I mentioned, you're gonna save money. And when it comes to GPU mining, you're trying to spend the least amount of money as possible. I don't even know how Octominers got popular. They were pretty crap in the beginning as well, so I'm not too sure how they got popular. A lot of people will just go to Alibaba to buy these. I mean, I guess if you're new and if you don't know about Alibaba, then I guess people will buy these. The biggest thing is they just use really cheap parts. That's the problem. If they use like DDR4 RAM and they give you a little bit bigger SSD, then it may be a little bit more worth it. DDR3 RAM? Oh my goodness, that's so old. Back in 2007, almost 15 years old. Yeah, it's not worth it. Is minimum order 5 Octominers? It is? I thought it was 1. It's actually 5. Oh, let's see how. So I'm guessing these are even worse. 30 gig SSD? Okay, so they downgraded. Oh yeah, you're right. Minimum order is 5. Wait, so the minimum order is 5? That's definitely not worth it, because you can just go to Alibaba and buy 1 and you'll save $200, and the parts are probably a little bit better. Yeah, this is not a good deal. I mean, if you order 5, it should be a lot cheaper, because in Alibaba, you can negotiate. So I bought stuff on Alibaba, and the thing is, they'll actually speak to you because they want to make your order right. So what a lot of people do is you can be like, I'll buy 5. Let me get a $20 discount on each. And more than likely, they'll say yes because you're buying more. And if you buy like 50, they may give you like a $100 discount on each. They charge you shipping on every one of them. Wait, for Octominers, they charge you shipping, so you have to pay the $5.99 plus shipping. It's even worse because with Alibaba, you can negotiate the shipping price as well. So you can be like, I'll pay this including shipping, and it's all negotiated in one price. So try check out the 5 and look the checkout price. All right, let's check. You gotta spend an extra $1,100 for shipping. Yeah, so it's definitely not worth buying these. This is a straight up scam. Yeah, Alibaba is definitely better. But if you already bought them and if you're broke even, it's a win because you already broke even anyway. But yeah, you could have gotten cheaper.